thinking I'm Justin Timber. I tell like about all his bags, going pin. I'm making these charts for the city. I'm really the hardest. I'm out to baby. On the Grammy. These I broke, they crashing. I'm getting too hot, man, family. This ain't called a big lie.
We'll see the Indiana Pacers taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves. 2K Sports is proud to present NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Assisted by
a nice shot by Halliburton. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Here's Halliburton. Pass to Nesmith. Halliburton outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Shot's good by Turner.
Confident in the paint, Turner knows he can cash in from this area.
Conley scanning the floor. To the right side. Outside Edwards. Gobert with it. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
From in close, it's game over when Gobert has the ball.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
Here's Siakam. And rebounded by McDaniels. And the Timberwolves with possession. Here's Edwards. Gobert. Outside Conley. Edwards inside. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
Uh-oh. Changed his mind on the way up and tricked himself.
Here's Nembhard. No good with the triple. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks very much. I spoke briefly with Chris Finch. I asked him about the challenge of facing Miles Turner. He said this guy is a problem for our offense. Miles is an incredible shot blocker. You have to know where he is on the floor at all times. Now, we don't normally hear a coach talk about somebody's defense first, but Turner is that guy. Fellas?
Thanks, David. And it's slammed in by Turner.
Oh, you can't let Turner get that deep inside. When you do, he's going to abuse you with a throwdown right on top of your head.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Mark, these Indiana Pacers play at one of the quickest paces of any team in the NBA.
Yeah, I love the fact that it's quite fitting considering the nickname, Indiana Pacers. And they do set the pace. They love to push that rock, and they do it relentlessly. Catching you before your defense can get set. It's a beautiful way to play. Tell you what, though, you got to be in great shape to make it work.
No one near Conley as he lets it go. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's Nembhard. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
And he comes up with the deuce.
Randall's got an unorthodox game, but he's got a good, strong upper body, which makes him a very consistent scorer inside.
Indiana trailing here. Pass to Nembhard. Back to Halliburton. And here is Siakam. There's the triple. Sinks the triple.
Yeah, you got to get out on that. Siakam demonstrating that ability to hurt you from beyond.
Here's Gobert. Edwards. That's good.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. Now, here's Toppin. And yes, it's good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Gobert. And the foul on Obi Toppin. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Down low. Here's Gobert. Pass to McDaniels. Now here is Conley. Shot clock at 6. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it.
Well, that's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
And so here is Indiana. 32 seconds left in the first quarter.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
To the inside. Nice ball movement by Minnesota.
Get there.
Over in the corner, McDaniels. From outside, off the mark. Here's Mathurin. Count the basket.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
For 3, Edwards. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Pacers out in front, up by 4. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And when you consider how the Pacers are doing, guys, what do you think?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you know, you have a guy in there blocking a bunch of shots or multiple players blocking shots. It causes the offense to think twice when they go up for shots in there.
Took him no time at all on that one. McDaniels got 6.
Attacking right away. Daniels wasting no time there.
Greg, every year injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
Edwards loves those long-range bombs. He's a confident shooter.
Outside Mathurin to the left side wing. Halliburton outside. Walker a screen. Halliburton with it. Picked up by Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Toppin. And Toppin throws it down.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Oh, here's Edwards. He has 5. Clark, when you think of siblings who have played in the NBA, the Lopez brothers and now the Toppin brothers come to mind.
Can only imagine how cool a feeling that is to be able to play in the NBA with your brother. It's a dream come true for anybody to get to the highest level of pro basketball. And then to have a couple of players from the same family doing it together? Come on, man. Doesn't get any better than that.
He's off on the second. When Naz Reid is out there, Clark, spacing the floor is a real asset for him.
For sure, and, you know, he really puts a lot of pressure on the defense because he can score from anywhere on the floor, and he's got great size and strength. And he does the little things, too. I mean, you look at his points and rebounds, but this guy gets deflections. He goes after loose balls. He gets you extra possessions on the glass. He steps in and takes charge. I mean, he does all the little and big things.
Indiana leading. Bounce pass, Halliburton. And now the Timberwolves on the break. On the wing, DiVincenzo. And it's sent back by Turner.
What timing from Turner. I mean, that's a big part of blocking shots. Reading the shooter and then timing it perfectly to send that shot in reverse.
Nailed from three-point land. And now a 5-point Indiana lead. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks very much. Tyrese Halliburton is a person who's in control. He says, I want to win, so I'm just trying to figure out the right way to do that. Right now, it's get the ball in my hands and just make the right reads. I can facilitate probably better than the majority of people in the league. So that's what I want to do. I want to get my guys involved. Kevin?
He does, doesn't he, David? Every single time. And, David, we thank you for that report. Halliburton, no good. Pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Ingles. Alexander Walker on the wing. And here is DiVincenzo. And he's good on the three ball. DiVincenzo's got the game tied up here for the Timberwolves.
Sweet shooting from DiVincenzo. Really comfortable getting that shot up quickly.
Takes the three. And the three ball is good.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Here's Alexander Walker. Hasn't made one yet. And the wide open shot from Reid. Off target with his three.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
And, guys, I love the movement. Doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year, as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
Now, Alexander Walker. Following the three-point attempt by Pascal Siakam. Pass to Reid. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Here's Nembhard. Scoreless thus far. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Siakam. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And right there, you see the impact of Siakam's length. So tough to defend once he gets to his spots.
And he knocks down the first one. Good on both. Now Reid lets it go from 11. That one wide left. Here's Nembhard. Softly drops in the floater. And the Pacers lead by 5. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Pacers lead by 5. From Target Center, back in a moment. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And Minnesota has possession. And Clark, as we watch Aaron Nesmith, he was such a great shooter in college, and it took him a while to find his stroke in the NBA.
And you know what, Kevin, nothing really surprising about that. Most players struggle to find their game in the NBA, to find their role in the NBA. But Nesmith, he's found his rhythm and his role, and he clearly is dangerous from behind the arc.
DiVincenzo can't hit it.
A bit of pride at stake, trying to get that last 3-ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
Siakam for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Siakam's got the lead up to 11 now for the Pacers. Halliburton with the steal. Left side, Turner. Indiana moving it around. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Minnesota. To the paint. Here's Randall. Pass to Edwards. Fires from deep. Another miss by Minnesota. Pacers leading by 11. Bounce pass, Halliburton. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. The Timberwolves shooting their first free throw of the game here.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Now here's Edwards. 5 points in the game. Randall with the bucket.
And the defense cannot underestimate Randall's strength. Pushes right through the contact and gets the shot.
And it's Halliburton missing. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Halliburton for 3. Drills it from outside. Halliburton's got 5 points so far.
Halliburton, a really good knockdown shooter, which adds great value to this offense.
Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
Strong move inside by Edwards.
Edwards just doesn't allow defenders to bottle him up. Great focus and persistence.
Right now it's an... Oh! Wow, my goodness.
Man. These guys go flying through the air like that. I love it. Daniels showing what he's got on the slam there.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
For 3, Siakam.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Now, Ingles. Back to Edwards. Off target from outside. Indiana leading by 6. Here's Siakam. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Greg, in January 2024, Pascal Siakam was traded out of Toronto.
And he came into the league an older player from a mid-major school. The Raptors did a lot to help Siakam, turning him into an all-NBA caliber player.
And that one drops.
Fearless drive by Edwards, taking the ball right into the defense and finishing strong.
Here's Halliburton. Halliburton on the wing. Shoots the 3. DiVincenzo with the rebound. Right side, Edwards. Gobert double-teamed. Pass to DiVincenzo. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Seems like every time, Greg, we see Tyrese Halliburton, he's wearing a big smile on his face.
talk about a guy who just loves this game. Halliburton is such an enthusiastic player, and that positive attitude really infects his entire team.
So both teams changing it up here. And 1:01 left to play in the third. And a wide open look for Siakam. His three-pointers off the mark. Timberwolves trailed by 7. To the middle. Here's Gobert. And the layup falls. Gobert's got his second bucket.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Indiana again missing.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Pass to Dillingham. And the three off target. Pacers leading by 5. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Toppin. Back to Siakam. Shoots over Reed. Siakam, that's good. Siakam's got 10 points in just the second half.
And Siakam always has options in the mid-range. He's a talented shooter who can make that shot.
Nice job hitting him right in stride. Excellent play.
Puts up a deep three. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. Pascal Siakam getting it done for the Indiana Pacers. He's been a major... Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for Indiana. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Pass to McConnell. Back to Halliburton. That's good, and it's McConnell with the assist. And the Pacers lead by 8.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
The Timberwolves working the ball around now. McDaniels with the ball. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
McDaniels with the big answer.
Fires away from way outside. Halliburton, no good. And the Timberwolves with possession. Pass to McDaniels. Outside Edwards. Driving, it's Edwards. No one near Randle as he lets it go. And another 3 for Minnesota.
You know, he's evolving his offense over time, Julius Randle. And I think the coaching staff is happy to see it. They like to see him take and make these shots.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. For Indiana. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear Rick Carlisle's message to his team. Now with the game in the balance, coach told his team to play loose. Don't overthink it. We got this far playing our game, and we can win the same way. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Pass to Randle. Five on the clock. Out to Edwards. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Randle.
You know, that's just sloppy basketball, giving away a possession. No real reason for that turnover.
And here is Siakam. Halliburton outside. Off target from three-point range. Fast break, Minnesota. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Randle with the ball. Clock at 6. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Such a wide open look.
Wow, look at the damage this young man is doing from deep. And there's another.
And it's a big one. What a performance from long range. Remarkable.
Turner. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist. And that's now 6 points for Miles Turner. Here's Edwards. Edwards making a statement.
At every level, Edwards has been the go-to guy for his team. It's in his DNA.
Spins. Inside. Now, here's Neesmith. A three-pointer off the mark. Left side, Edwards. Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Fires at the elbow. And rebounded by McDaniels. The Timberwolves trail. Outside for Randall. Now, Alexander Walker. Turner with the steal. Now the Pacers moving it up. Here's Neesmith. Nice shot from the wing. And a closer look here at the hustle stance for Indiana.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issues defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable. Gobert calling for the ball in moments like these. Big-time games under his belt.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Halliburton feeling it out a bit. Pass to Siakam. Fires the three. They get it again. Indiana moving it around. Tries again. Halliburton, no good.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Plenty of drama in this one so far.
Yeah, don't be surprised if it isn't decided until the final buzzer.
Outside Edwards to take the lead. Siakam pulls it in.
Look at him, and he's a little hit and miss from there, even without a defender in his face. No guarantee.
Pass to McDaniels. Back to Randall. Another miss by Minnesota. And it's the Pacers' ball. They've held a 12-point lead early.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. What do you think we're going to see here?
And they need a 3 to tie. Look, they've got enough time here to find a good look. They can run a play off the inbounds, make sure they get it in the hands of their best shooter.
That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that brings them within 2 here. When they foul intentionally, they're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right.
This for my city. This for my city. This for my city. This for my city. This for my homies and brothers. They know that I love them. I got them. I'm holding it down. Shorty, you pretty. You gun on my city. I promise, I'll show you around. This for my city. This for my